Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Six Sigma by MBB Mohit Sharma. I am making a series of videos in which I am comparing Minitab with Copilot. So this video is the continuation of that series. Till now we have compared Minitab and Copilot on some of these tests like one-way ANOVA test, Moore's median test, chi-square test, simple linear regression, normality. So these are simple basic hypothesis tests. In today's video, we are going to test an advanced statistical tool, which is two-way ANOVA test. Let us briefly understand what is two-way ANOVA. It is a statistical method which is used to test the effect of two categorical variables on a continuous variable. The categorical variables are independent variables. For example, engineer and product type, they are two independent categorical variables. For example, there are three engineers A, B and C. There could be four product types, which is 1, 2, 3 or 4. The continuous variable is repair turnaround time. The interaction of the two independent variables, which is engineer and the product type, will be tested with repair turnaround time. So two-way ANOVA will test two things. One is the individual impact of engineer on repair turnaround time, whether one engineer is taking more or less turnaround times to repair any product. And there is a product type as well, like four product types. It will be seen that whether these four product types individually are taking more time by the engineers, and then there would be an interaction study of engineer and type of product with repair turnaround time to see whether there is an impact of both of them together on repair turnaround time or not. Let's go to Minitab and see how it is done. In Minitab, I have data in column C1, which is repair turnaround time, and then I have engineer data in column C2, and I have product type data in column C3. So you can see there are A, B, C and D, four type of engineers which are working and they are taking certain time to repair certain products, and these are the product types. So to run that test, we will go to Stat, ANOVA and General Linear Model, and we will select Fit General Linear Model. So you can see the tabs below are grayed out because we have not created a linear model yet. So first we will create a linear model, then we can compare the linear model later. In responses, I will enter repair turnaround time, and in factors, I will enter engineer and product type. Because I also want to study the interaction effect, so I will go to the model. In the model, I will select both of them together, add. So when I add, it means there is an interaction which they are going to study, which is engineer into product type in this particular model. I will click OK. OK. So now if we go and look at the p-values here, engineer as an individual variable has an impact on repair turnaround time, which because the p-value is less than 0.05 in this case, which is 0.000. Product type is also having an impact on repair turnaround time, which is again 0.000. The impact of engineer into the product type is also less than 0.05. It means their interaction is also impacting the repair turnaround time. So now we have to study the model. We can go to Stat again, ANOVA. Friends, you can buy my authored books on Amazon. My first book is 8 Steps to Problem Solving, which talks about Six Sigma concepts. And my second book is Continuous Improvement the Lean Way, which talks about the lean concepts. Stat, ANOVA, General Linear Model. So now you can select comparisons from here. System is asking us to select the comparison. So I will select all these three together and I will click OK. Now you can look at the session window here. In this session window, the first box indicates the comparison of engineer with the time, which is repair turnaround time, which is saying that engineer A is taking the least amount of time. Then you can look at the second box, product type. Product type BS235 overall is taking the least amount of turnaround time. But now if you go down, it will show the interaction impact, which is the interaction impact of the product type and the engineer together, and it has divided this into 5 different groups, which is from A to E. And now you can look at the minimum value is AR109. AR109, it has only one particular instance, so we will not consider them because the data is very less here. But if you look at AAS100, agent A, and the product type is AS100, has 9 data points and is taking the least amount of time, which is 23.4553 are the minutes that this person is taking to repair this particular type of products. What it tells us is that the replication of the best practices from AAS100 and obviously BAS100, which is also the next one close to this, should be implemented across. Now if you go up and look at AS100 for C, it is taking 37, and for D, if you look at it, it is taking 44.7 minutes. Now let's go to Copilot and see how this functions in Copilot. I already have a question written in Copilot which says use two-way ANOVA and test the interaction impact of engineer and product type on repair turnaround time, and I have attached the Excel sheet in which the same data is pasted. Now let's see how Copilot functions. In our previous videos, we have already noticed that Copilot takes a little more time to analyze the results, and once it gives the results, they are very good. So those are for the simple hypothesis test. Let's see for this complex analysis how Copilot behaves. It is performing statistical analysis, testing main effects, preparing data analysis, coding and executing, assessing analytical tools. Now it is going to assess the analytical tools as well. Coding and executing, presenting ANOVA insights. I think it is about to give me the output. Coding and executing again. Structuring the analysis, crafting the final message. Very nice. Executive summary, it says engineer into product type interaction is significant. The p-value is 0.0021, which is exactly what we got in Minitab. If I look at this p-value, which is again 0.002, and Copilot is also suggesting it is 0.0021, so which is again to the fourth decimal point, it is accurate, which is great. The impact of product type on repair turnaround time depends on engineer and vice versa. That is what it is saying in the first go. It is also giving me the main effect values, which is engineer, which is p value is e 6.44 e to the power minus 07. Friends, you can buy my authored books on Amazon. My first book is 8 Steps to Problem Solving, which talks about Six Sigma concepts. And my second book is Continuous Improvement the Lean Way, which talks about the lean concepts. I think this is equivalent to 0, so that is why Minitab says this is 0, and the product type it is says 0.0020, which is in Minitab it says it is 0. So I think both of them are significant as explained by Minitab. But it is suggesting me or giving me the output, which is absolutely what I needed. It is telling me that ANOVA is often reasonably robust, but the non-normal residuals and several very small cell size like n is equal to 1, that is warrant that it is issuing. We also noticed that when we were analyzing our data in Minitab, there were some cases where we had sample size of 1 and we said it is not appropriate to use these particular cells. So we can further ask Copilot, can you also suggest some recommendations based on your analysis? Let's see what is the result. So engineer into product type interaction is significant, meaning turnaround time performance depends on combination of engineer and the product type, not just each factor individually. So that is what the result is. Targeted skill building based on engineer and product mismatch. So for example, engineer A handles AS100, BR109 and BS235 fastest, but is significantly slower in CD109. So some work has to be done with engineer A as well on CD109. Engineer B shows high turnaround time on BR109, so work has to be done for Engineer B. And Engineer C shows high turnaround time for AS100. So Engineer C also has or need to be trained on AS100. And Engineer D is consistently high on several models. So it means it could be a new engineer in the team and it needs more training and support. That's what it is. And you can see there it is also giving me so many other analysis which I have not asked for, but it is good. It is always recommending me things I can definitely take or leave as I need for the project. So friends, I think I am seeing Copilot is doing excellent analysis, and we do not have to remember the path as we have to remember the path for a test in Minitab, and we have to interpret by our own self what that means. But in Copilot, if you ask a question in a simple language, it will give you a detailed analysis, which is again very helpful. So I am giving +10 to Copilot in this video as well. I will try to create more videos in which I am trying to compare Minitab and Copilot and giving you my recommendations on what to use going forward. This is the end of this video. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next upcoming video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.